Hi, Daniel here. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, John Bon Jovi, Blue Beetle Core 3. Okay, this is mainly just information. So this is the substance of the story, the plotting information. Okay, we'll start. Boojum, Black Canary, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Bon Jovi. Okay. Boojum and Black Canary are part of Extreme Justice Trilogy 3, the band's Boojum and Black Canary. That's in DC Comics No Hide Volume 4 via the new entry of Extreme Justice Trilogy 3 at the bottom. Now, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and Bon Jovi are part of the main King Cosmos Queen Bee wager storyline. 3 new Blue Beetles have joined the Blue Beetle Corps. After Let Me Be the One, we have, first of all, going further back, after the Let Me Be the One storyline with Jaime Reyes, after that, it comes along. It hasn't been discussed, but this is what happened. We have the introduction of two new Blue Beetles. Daniel Fockhart, the 6th Blue Beetle, who is Computo from the Legionnaires, from the Legion of Superheroes. She comes back in time through some sort of arrangement and becomes a Blue Beetle. So she's the 6th Blue Beetle. And then we have a 7th Blue Beetle. I've now got some information on the 7th Blue Beetle at last. The 7th Blue Beetle is an alien from Sector 2 in a world conquered by the rich. The alien reproduces itself within its own body, similar to the alien in Alien Mine with Dennis Quaid and Lou Gossett Jr., the Lou Gossett Jr. character. They reproduce themselves. There's a term for that. I can't quite remember the term. There are some creatures on planet Earth which actually produce their own kind, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but plants do it, I suppose. But this race is more feminine dominant. So it reproduces itself by its own internal works, but it's a feminine dominant thing. The feminine side is the more dominant aspect of it. The alien's name is Celta Garatine. That's her name. SCLTA GARRETENE. Celta Garatine, of the Garatine clan on the planet. The scarab seeded on her world from the Reach chose her, and she became the Blue Beetle. She became the Blue Beetle. Her world is called Invega, INVEGA. Okay. Now, Blue Beetle burning the midnight oil. Going on, this is still part of the information. Lord Garretar, Garretar, is one of the ancient lords behind the power of the Reach in Sector 2. He rules on the Council of Authority. The Council rules a dozen or so galactic empires throughout the cosmos. There are a few dozen lords and a handful of ladies on the Council of Authority. Lord Garretar is a respected member. He's endued with near immortality. The Council of Authority has a job to maintain law and order in its section of the cosmos. Angelic beings sometimes interact with the council members to advise them of the duties because they're so high up in the system. Lord Garretar took an interest in the Scarab Project for Earth back in the day. He decided to play a minor clan pride card ticket with Heaven and arranged for a Garrett from Earth to be the Blue Beetle of Earth. And Daniel Garrett was arranged as the first Blue Beetle. Later, he had an interest in Invega's, this new character, second Scarab choice, and arranged for Celta Garatine to believe the Blue Beetle for Invega for similar reasons, because of the clan going on. Taking an interest in the wager between King Cosmos and Queen Bee later on, he noticed the new band entry, the Australian band entry, in a bit of the competition, Midnight Oil, which has the lead singer Peter Garrett. And that's just something of a side story, just Lord Garretine's interest in Midnight Oil for a bit. Now, going on to the final bits, the 3 new Blue Beetles, John Bon Jovi, Taylor Swift, and Katy Perry, meet with Daniel Garrett and Ted Gord. Power Blue Beetle outfits were given to them, and they were given training. Ted had asked Alison Hell, with his influence, to chat with various music groups and pop stars about the project with King Cosmos. They wanted that they would become honorary members of the Blue Beetle Corps for a while to sweeten the deal, And Ted added softly, of course, you can stay permanent if you like. Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and Bon Jovi agreed to the contract, whereas Queen, King's X, and Def Leppard agreed to the contract for this wager to take on the issue with King Cosmos and Apocalypse. But they're only humoured about the idea of actually becoming Blue Beetles as well. Now, it won't be Blue Beetles, that was just a bit of a joke to them, and decline that idea. So that's where we're at with the story at this point.